One of Jack Quaid's most successful movies of 2025 is Companion, and if you liked it, there will be a very similar horror movie releasing almost exactly a year later. The horror genre has been going through a great run in recent years, with adaptations of other works, sequels, and reboots, and amid all these, there have been some successful and great original stories. Like everything, the horror genre goes through certain trends, either in style, tone, or themes, and falling into the latter are all those movies made around the topic of AI and robots, androids. Of course, some of these movies succeeded with critics and general audiences, as was the case for M3GAN, while others weren't well received by either, as happened with Subservience. Among the successful ones is Companion, written and directed by Drew Hancock. Companion stars Quaid as Josh, a young man traveling to an isolated lake house with his friends and his girlfriend, Iris, Sophie Thatcher, who is actually a companion robot. Companion was a critical success and performed well at the box office, and a very similar horror movie will now be released almost a year later. The premise of SOM8TE is very similar to Jack Quaid's 2025 horror movie, Companion. Companion and SOM8TE share the same premise. Companion 2025 movie Iris shooting herself in the head. Companion reveals in its first act that Iris is an android, but it also shows everything Josh has been doing to her to manipulate her. However, he isn't counting on Iris' intelligence, and just like he put her through hell, she does the same to him. Companion has a 94% critics score on Rotten Tomatoes and an 89% popcorn meter score, both labeled fresh. It's unlikely there will be a sequel to Companion, or, at least for now, there's no word on that, but a very similar movie will be released almost a year later, titled SOM8TE. The movie is described as a sci-fi horror erotic thriller, and it's written and directed by Kate Dolan. SOM8TE follows a man who acquires an AI android to cope with the loss of his wife. In an effort to turn his new companion into a sentient partner, the man inadvertently turns her into a deadly and obsessed soulmate. The first footage for SOM8TE was shown at 2025 CinemaCon, and it saw the android doing various chores and offering company to her owner, to whom she then says she loves and asks to be told she's loved back. The android grows obsessed with her owner, threatening to harm anyone who comes too close to him. The footage ends with the man's girlfriend trying to negotiate with the android, only for it to try to drown her. SOM8TE sounds similar to Companion in that they both deal with companion androids, though, unlike Iris, the one in SOM8TE will stop at nothing to keep her owner all for herself. SOM8TE is scheduled for a January 2, 2026, release. Are Companion and SOM8TE connected? Are they part of a universe of companion robots? Despite their similar premises, Companion and SOM8TE aren't connected, but the latter does have a link to another horror movie that uses the topics of AI and androids. SOM8TE is a spin-off of M3GAN, and it's currently unclear if it will have direct links to M3GAN or if they are just set in the same universe of advanced technology. Seeing how far M3GAN's AI went, it's not that surprising that a companion android for adults like the one in SOM8TE could turn deadly. It's to be seen how different SOM8TE will be from Companion, as well as how it will expand the universe of M3GAN.